The Russian Foreign Ministry summoned the United States, U.S. ambassador to Russia, Lynn Tracy, because she considered the U.S. to be too meddling in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The Russian side sent a notice to the U.S. saying the U.S. was expanding its involvement in the war in Ukraine. Russia accuses the U.S. of supplying weapons to the Ukrainian armed forces as well as sharing information about Russia's military and civilian infrastructure with Ukraine. In this regard, the ambassador has been informed of the counterproductivity of the current aggressive U.S. actions, said a Russian Foreign Ministry statement, quoted by the Moscow Times. The Russian Foreign Ministry also demanded that the U.S. withdraw troops and equipment from Ukraine. The request refers to Western military aid to Ukraine. Lynn Tracy was given a note stating the U.S. provided weapons to Ukrainian troops and encouraged Ukraine to attack targets inside Russia, quoted from Medusas. This was said to be proof of the incompetence and falsity of the American claims, because the U.S. was not a party to the conflict, so it used Ukraine to attack Russia. It is especially noted that in order to defuse the situation, Washington should take steps to ensure the withdrawal of U.S. NATO troops and equipment and also stop anti-Russian activities, he added. The move comes just a day after U.S. President Joe Biden traveled to Kyiv. Joe Biden promises a $500 million new arms shipment to Ukraine ahead of the first anniversary of the Russian invasion. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin gave his State of the Union address. Vladimir Putin vowed to continue Russia's military campaign in Ukraine and said further Western weapons shipments to Ukraine would trigger a Russian response. The farther the Western system is sent to Ukraine, the farther we have to push threats from our borders, Putin said in remarks to both houses of parliament in Moscow. U.S. troops in NATO member countries. The U.S. is sending 2,000 U.S.-based troops to Germany and Poland amid fears of a buildup of Russian troops near Ukraine. The first group of troops arrived in Germany on the 4th of February 2023 and in Poland on the 5th of February 2023, quoted from RFE/RL. About 1,700 service members, mainly paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne Division, will be deployed from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, to Poland. U.S. troops in Romania. U.S. President Joe Biden also approved sending 1,000 U.S. troops based in Germany to Romania. There are approximately 3,000 U.S. troops in Romania currently. U.S. Army Colonel Ed Mataitis, commander of the 101st 2nd Brigade Combat Team, said his formation was the closest force to the Ukrainian conflict. We have prepared our troops for any eventuality, so we strengthened the cover around Mihail Kogolnitsianu. We have dispersed our forces so we are not a single target, Mataitis said, quoted by VOA International. U.S. troops in Romania, which is a member of NATO, pose a threat to Russia. Ed Mataitis says his troops are training in Romania in case they have to defend NATO member territory. He said the U.S. team had been watching Russia's tactics in Romania closely.